I call Claire Curran.
Mr Chair, I'd like to take a call on the title and commencement clause and in the prevailing theme with my colleagues, suggest a new title for this bill, the Standards and Accreditation Bill 2014, as being the Watering Down Consumer Confidence Bill, Standards Bill, and just, I suppose, reiterate the fact that there are numerous issues with this bill that go to the very heart of what that have watered down and lowered the standard of what a good standard system should be, and consumer confidence is a really important measure of that. And unfortunately, we've only heard from the Minister once during this debate. He basically read out from the ministerial report tracts to justify the rationale for the bill before us tonight, has given us no indication of what the amendments, what the purpose of his amendments are, and has essentially given no response to any of the issues that have been raised. So I suppose what that tells you is that as an alternative, another alternative name, it's the usual arrogance and out of touch nature of the government when developing a standards and accreditation bill. Usual arrogance and out of touch as usual. And that is the syndrome to which we're all becoming accustomed to. And the issues that lie behind our criticism of this bill go to the issues which lie behind so many things that this government is doing. It's removing independence. There's suggestions of conflicts of interest. There's impacts on our international reputation. There's impacts on consumer experience and consumer confidence, and this is just one of numerous. It's a trend in government in government legislation that is coming before this House. And if anyone's listening at home tonight at 9:30 p.m. or watching this on the TV, then I imagine they'll be shrugging their shoulders and saying, well, what's new? We think that it's deeply problematic, that it's going to need a review by this side of the House when we become the government. We're going to have to come back to the drawing board on this, and we're signalling that the work that was done by officials in this there's been a lot of work done on this bill, and thank you to the officials. However, we are not convinced, and we're not convinced because of the very, very strong weight of concern that's come from reputable industry bodies and people with long history and credibility in this area. We know that the standards framework needed a review. Everything needs a review, and it's important that we do that. And so that was undertaken. And we know that there were financial unsustainability issues. But is that the reason to water down, to suck an independent entity into a great big amorphous beast, which is called MB, which has its own issues in terms of how it operates and the consumer confidence of people, particularly with regards to ensuring that there's good management of processes around health and safety, and here we are, we've created another entity within that. And so consumers listening tonight, people out there, be a bit afraid about where our standards are going and how well they're going to stand up internationally. So we don't believe that it's independent. We believe that because it's inside a massive government agency, we can't support it.
I call David Clark.
Mr. Chair,